Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Dina Hype coming back to you guys with a brand new video, and hope you guys are having a great day so far. In today's video, you guys are going to be seeing is we're going to be covering some information that has to do with Black Ops 4 developers lying to us. Yes, I'm not kidding when I say that. They are straight up lying to our faces. Whenever Call of Duty pros are complaining to treyarch developers and saying, this isn't working, you need to fix this. And they say, oh yeah, don't worry, we're going to fix it. They lie straight to our faces. And then whenever they talked about the blackout characters that were going to be coming into the game and acquisitions that were going to be made, that things that could be fixed or things that could be made of when these characters are actually coming in, they lied straight to our faces about some certain things. We're going to be covering all that information in today's video. So before I go any further, please remember, if you guys are brand new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you guys are always notified when I post a video to the channel. If you guys enjoy Call of Duty Black Ops 4 content, do me a favor, subscribe, notification bell, and you guys will not regret doing so. And also, if you guys are going to enjoy this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. It's always much appreciated if you do so. It takes 2 seconds to go down there, hit the like button. If it turns blue, you're done. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. So if you guys want to head down into the description, there will be 2 links down there that basically cover all the info that we're going to be going over. So if you guys want to read all the info by yourself and then come back, you guys can do that. Or if you guys want to read along with me, I recommend you do that so you guys can do that as well. But starting off here, if you guys want to click on the very first link underneath where it says info, it'll take you guys directly over to a website, and it says Black Ops 4 design director David Vonderhaar responds to accusations that he lied over blackout characters. Now it says here, treyarch studio designer David Vonderhaar has responded to accusations of lying about the accessibility players that would have been unlocking characters in Blackout during an interview weeks before Black Ops 4 released. It says here, players have been voicing their frustration with treyarch since they introduced a form of loot box with reserved crates on February 20th. Reddit user Lag Me Demodit, or however you say your name, or Lag Made Me Do It, sorry for butchering your name. It says here he shared their IRE against the company's decision to have playable characters in Blackout unlocked through the crates. Vonderhaar's response came after Lag Made Me Do It called out Vonderhaar for an interview he did with Game Informer, where Vonderhaar specifically listed the ways blackout characters would be unlocked, missions for characters, and progression for game. Now there is a video where he actually says that, so if you guys want to watch that video, you guys can do so, and it has a timestamp there for 2:12. That is where it's actually going to start up talking. And if you guys want, I'll leave a link to the video down in the description, so if you guys are a little bit lazy and you guys want to just head down into the description, you guys can head down there. But moving on here, it says Vonderhaar gave a lengthy comment in which he posed his Game Informer answers as being honest based on the information he had at the time. At the time the interview was conducted, which was previous to shipping the game, that's precisely and exactly how it worked, Vonderhaar said. But things changed that I cannot predict or I didn't know about. Doubtly true with the business side of things, with which have little insight onto and even less control over. Now it says here, off of a Reddit user, 6-inch gash, I truly believe that the Vonderhaar only tells us what he knows at the time. I don't think he makes any decisions about microtransactions, loot boxes, or how characters are distributed. That's an Activision thing, not a game designer thing. Now he goes on to say, as we already read, about at the time the interview was conducted, which was previous to shipping the game. It says here, allowing specialists to be unlocked to anyone without having to quest, based on inputs that players had cosmetics they had earned, but couldn't use them in Blackout. There was going to be add new characters for season pass holders based on inputs to give season pass holders more content. Now it says here, those 2 things were not exactly in the design plans at the time. It's a chicken and egg problem. I can tell you what we have done, but what we plan on doing. But things changed that I cannot predict or I didn't know about. Doubtly true with the business side of things, which have little insight into and even less control over. The alternative, which I've considered a lot lately, is just never give interviews, not ever answer a question. Which is it? Now it goes on to say, now, while Vonderhaar's answers addressed key points in the thread, many weren't easily swayed. Some accused the director of being dishonest in his reply, saying that his experience working with Activision should have lent some degree of foresight. He's working and been working for this shit business, Activision, for years. So yes, he knows damn well paid loot boxes will be added, and the players also should have known, one user said. Vonderhaar provided no further comment in the thread. While some people accepted the response, it left a vocal portion of community members with the more questions than answers. So basically what it's saying here is he had all this information that he had piled up that he wanted to release into the game. And over time, as you guys know, developers, they have these ideas and they know what they want to make the game into, and they know what they want to be putting into the game. But there are some times where they have plans of what they're going to do, but sometimes things just don't exactly go as planned, or they want to do one thing a certain way, and then over a course of a few months, they come up with a new idea and decide to do something a different way. That's basically what happened in this game. So they could be, in a way, you could make it that they are lying about what they said they were going to do. But moving on here, we're going to head on to the next article. So if you guys want to head down into the description and click the second link underneath where it says info, it'll take you guys over to a website where it says Black Ops 4 developer explains why they don't always act on professional players' opinions. Now it goes on to say here, the rule set for competitive Call of Duty always seems to be a battle between the wants of the developers and the professional players. The treyarch senior designer Matt Skronce has explained why the process isn't always straightforward. Now it says here, with a new title released each year, competitive Call of Duty players must adapt to a new game come every November. And after a few weeks, an initial rule set is put to place. The rule set attempts to turn an otherwise casual shooter into a more competitive experience by limiting the amount of cheap, overpowered, or generally less skilled base elements of the game. In the past, this has included certain score streaks, perks, weapons, attachments like rapid fire or high caliber, and of course maps. With maps which are deemed less competitive in their structure or balance removed from the poll, for Black Ops 4 the rule set has been a particular point of competition, largely due to the new specialists and their abilities. Ajax, for example, was a major concern due to his Riot Shield ultimate, which has since been restricted in the competitive rules. But often professional players will highlight issues with the rule set and go as far to the GA, Gentleman's Agreement, those items, but these changes are not always reflected in the official rule set, at least not right away. Skronce explained in a Reddit post, when they do not simply make changes immediately as soon as pro players and the community voice a concern. It says here in a Reddit post from the Dreaming Tree 145, I appreciate the response. I feel like pros are usually slasher and slack notwithstanding pretty good in feeling out what should be allowed in the competitive. It is possible to comment why things that everyone in the community thinks should be banned, like the censor dart, aren't just implemented in the rules. Next up, a Reddit user, Matt TKS, a treyarch senior game designer. It says here, we have conversations with the pro players, organization, CWO crew, and in-house at the studio on the rules and restrictions. The censor dart specifically was called out as harmless in the competitive scene due to the single ping, which is why that one has remained in. Like I said though, we're absolutely committed to constantly evaluating the rules and having a discussion with all parties involved, including people like yourself, on how to better improve that rule set. It goes on now to say there has already been a number of updates to the initial rule set, most of which has based on feedback from professional players and the competitive community at large. The complaint is often that it can either take too long for these changes to be put in place, or that changes are made at inconvenient times, right before a major event, for example, not giving teams time to adjust. For example, during COD World War II season, pro players made a gentleman's agreement not to use the M1 Garand, but it was some months before that weapon was finally added to the official list of restrictions. treyarch just released a major balancing update to Black Ops 4 on February 19th, along with the Grand Heist operation, which made major adjustments to various weapons, just as the Division B of the CWO Pro League begins. Now, as you guys don't know anything about the February 19th update patch notes, that, as you guys know, that's a couple of days ago. February 22nd has already came and put out more patch notes. I have videos on both those patch notes on my channel, so if you guys want to check them out, head over to my channel. But it says here, thankfully they will quickly reserve the changes to the Maddox RFB, which pro players quickly noticed has been overly nerfed. So it's a sign that developers are still listening and are becoming more responsive. Now, that is all the information that I have for you guys. Now, from what I've read here, I would say this. The directors of Treyarch, they listen to the pro players. Are they going to do exactly what the pro players say the second they say it? No, because like they're trying to run a game. They're trying to make their game fun for the actual just casual Call of Duty player. There's now league play in the game. They have to make it fun for them. They have like two sides of things they have to work on. They have your pro players, and then you have your casual player. Your casual player, all we want are just fun little updates or like fun little things in the game at all times. And then you have your pro players who they need a certain gun to be banned. They need a certain attachments to be nerfed. They need certain things to be done, tweaks, little adjustments. There's always little needy things that pro players always want done to the game. So in a way, we started off this whole video saying that Treyarch design directors lie to us. I will say this. They do not lie to us. They say things in one point, and I do the same thing. You say one thing, and then a couple of days later, or a couple of weeks, maybe months, something different comes up, and then you just have to roll with the punches. So if you guys think that they are still lying, let me know in the comments what you guys think. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys in today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Remember, if you guys did enjoy this video, do me a favor. Hit that like button. It's always much appreciated if you do so. It takes 2 seconds out of your time to do it. Hit the like button. Make sure it turns blue, and you're done. If you guys are enjoying the content that I'm posting, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you guys are always notified when I post a video to the channel. And if you guys want to follow me at any of my social medias, links are all down in the description, as well as my sponsors. So if you guys want to get yourself some cool stuff and support me, you guys can click the links in the description. It'll take you guys directly over to my sponsors' stores. And if you guys use the codes, it'll get you some discounts off the websites, and it'll support me as well. Remember, if you guys want to rep the brand, rep the Hype Nation brand, and support me, you guys can cop yourself some merch down in the description down where it says merchandise. Click the link. It'll take you guys directly over to my store. But without further ado, guys, it's been your boy Dean Hype. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Peace!